Hey YouTube, it's the test lead, and today we're going to talk about the six-figure tech salary myth. If you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe, but now on to the video. The tech industry as a whole is normally portrayed as this gold mine where if you get a job in it, your first day in, you'll be rich making six figures. And this theory goes for all subsections in the tech space, whether it's software testing, development, AI, software sales. They all have this connotation that if I get my first job in tech, I'm making six figures. However, the reality around this is a little more nuanced. It's important to understand what's myth and what's fact when you get into this industry. Personally speaking, I know people who have been in the field 10, 15, and 20 years and still haven't reached 100K a year, especially those who live in smaller cities. But I also know people at bigger tech companies who clear 200K a year easily. When I first got into the field a long time ago, my one goal was at the end of my career to possibly hit six figures. But I talk to people who are new to the field and on day one, they expect a six-figure salary. This video is not meant to discourage you or say, get out of the tech space. No, it's to give you more realistic expectations for being in the tech space. So what is six figures? Let's start first by defining what a six-figure salary even means. A six-figure salary refers to an annual salary of $100,000 or more. While initially, this may seem like a lot of money, you have to learn about taxes and cost of living. $100,000 in New York City is different than $100,000 in South Carolina or a small city. Cost of living is a big part of the actual salary. Personally speaking, from my experiences, I feel that you should focus on the purchasing power of that money where you lived at compared to your cost of living instead of this magic number that's globally thrown out. If you live in a small city, 60, 70K might be more than enough for you. Now let's talk about the diversity in the tech industry. And different roles with the industry come with vastly different pay scales. For example, software engineers, data scientists, and product managers are often some high-paying jobs in tech, and they may indeed earn six-figure salaries. However, there are also other jobs in tech that probably will never reach six figures. For example, customer service for a tech company. Maybe some marketing associates that work in tech. Maybe some lower administration roles. In other tech jobs like software testing, you may eventually hit six figures, but it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. Additionally, just blatantly saying that all tech jobs pay six figures is ignoring location. I touched on this briefly before, but cost of living in different locations will raise your salary or lower your salary. And the cost of living with your salary can affect how far your money actually goes. If you make $100,000, but a house costs more, gas costs more, the basic necessities, cost of living costs more than $100,000, what is it really? Compared to someone else in a small city where they're making 60, 70, or 80. And the cost of living is 1/10 of what a bigger city is. The purchasing power and our money goes a lot longer. The next topic, education and experience. It is also important to note that having a high salary also normally comes with higher expectations for even applying for that job. They may say you need a master's degree in computer science or 5 or 10 years of experience. So day one, you're not walking into this high paying job. You either need the credentials academically or experience the different years of experience. So now let's touch on why the six-figure myth even exists. Often, the six-figure myth is pushed by companies looking to recruit new talent, or by individuals trying to sell courses or coaching services to people hoping to break into the industry. These companies and individuals often promise that working in tech will guarantee a high salary of $100,000, $200,000, without fully disclosing the realities of the job market. Me personally, I work in a boot camp, I have my own course, but I will never promise that, hey, taking this course or taking this boot camp will guarantee you $100,000. I'm realistic. I'm going to say my course or the boot camp provides you information to have a livable salary wherever you live at. I'm upfront. I say if you get my course, eventually you can make six figures, but right now I'm giving you the skill set to apply for jobs where you can live comfortably wherever you're located at. I would never promote a pyramid scheme or give rich tomorrow scheme because those are schemes. They're lying to you. I would say that eventually you can make a lot of money, but for right now, these are realistic expectations. Another reason why this six-figure myth still exists is people look at the average salary, which is normal. But some salaries in the Netflixes and Amazon and Google, those top salaries get averaged into the regular salaries. So let's say we have 10 salaries. 9 of the salaries are $60,000. But then that 10th salary is $350,000, which is real in some companies. That 350 is going to mess with the numbers. It's going to be a much higher average than what you expect and may be misleading to a lot of people. So looking at averages, take into consideration the outliers. Now let's talk about some realistic expectations for tech salaries. It is very important to approach the tech industry with realistic expectations. While there are many high-paying jobs in the industry, salaries can vary greatly depending on the role, location, and experience level of the employee. Additionally, it's important to consider the potential downsides of working in tech, such as long hours, high stress, and a lack of work-life balance. When you are looking at your potential salary for different jobs you're applying for, it's important to use filters. Filter by your job experience or location. Then once you see, okay, the jobs in my city or town with looking for 5 years of experience have these salaries, use that as a baseline for negotiation. Where if every job is offering $80,000, that should be your baseline for negotiation, saying, I'm not taking less than that number. And finally, let's touch on some negatives of having a six-figure salary. While having a six-figure salary is normally seen as a big status symbol and a form of success, there are also some negative aspects to it as well that you have to consider. Increased pressure and stress. Earning a high salary often comes with high expectations and pressure to perform at a high level. This can lead to increased stress and anxiety, especially if the job is demanding or requires long hours. This can lead to burnout and impact personal relationships and overall well-being. Job insecurity. Jobs with high salaries also come with high levels of job insecurity, as companies may be more likely to make cuts during tough economic times or if the company is not performing well. And last but not least, the most common one, lifestyle inflation. Earning a high salary can also lead to lifestyle inflation where individuals may be tempted to increase their spending to match their income. This can lead to financial stress and make it difficult to save for long-term goals. Like I said previously, this video is not meant to discourage you, but to give you realistic expectations for the tech space and your salary. There are pros and cons between making six figures and not making six figures. You have to decide for yourself what's best for you. If you are considering a career in tech, it's important you do your research. Search the job title, the job roles. check the entry-level averages, then the mid-level averages, and then senior level for that position averages, instead of checking the blanket overall averages, because that number is going to be misleading. And then decide for yourself, besides the salary, what do you want? Maybe a job has better health benefits, childcare, days off, better work-life balance, the other intangibles that come besides the salary. If you found this video helpful at all, please like, share, and subscribe. If you need help on your software testing journey, check out my book, QA Must Know Vocabulary. Also, if you need more help and guidance, check out my course, the Manual QA Academy, available on my website. And most importantly, do not forget to learn something new today.